Today's topic, the Constitution as living document. Very good morning, dear students. Now we will continue with the other part of the chapter Constitution Why and How. This is the second part, that Constitution as a living document. How Constitution is a living document? A good constitution is dynamic and not static. Static means stagnant. Same. Indian constitution is also dynamic. The Constitution of India, though ready by November 26, 1949, but it came into force or it came into operation on 26 January 1950. The Indian Constitution is a living document because it has changed with the changed circumstances. It is almost like a living being, but the very basis of the Constitution has not changed. The basic structure of Constitution is still the basis of our fundamental laws. But at the same time, it is a hard fact that the Indian Constitution has necessarily changed as the nation has changed. So, it is a living thing that has not put any obstacle in the progress of the nation. Like the British Constitution, Indian Constitution has also been changing with the change of time and has been meeting the requirements of the nation. So today, Indian Constitution is not what it was in 1950. It means it keeps on growing. Number of amendments they have been added time to time as per the requirement and circumstances, and it meets the requirement of the modern India. So following factors are responsible for the change and development of Indian Constitution. So Indian Constitution is an instrument that may require change from time to time. Our Constitution is not a static document. It can be altered, but at the same time it is a sacred document. Our Constitution is above ordinary law. It provides the framework to the government for democratic governance. That is why it is said that our Indian Constitution is a living document. So, dear students, these are the basic points which you must add on with the question if it comes in the exam, that how Indian Constitution is a living document. So these are the 4 points which you must note down and write down in your notes and remember it for the examination point of view. Then comes the various developments like amendments, how to amend the constitution, then laws, judicial decisions, conventions, political parties. Now I will start up with the topic how to amend the constitution. Constitution amendments are an important means to change and develop the constitution. मीन्स जो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल अमेंडमेंट्स में हैं वो इम्पॉर्टेंट मीन्स हैं टू चेंज एंड डेवलप द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. These amendments have affected fundamental changes in the structure of the government and developed the constitution according to the need of the time. The 24th Amendment in 1971, it authorized Parliament to amend any provision of the constitution according to the procedure laid down in Article 361. So same way, 42nd Amendment provided for the supremacy of Parliament and gave primacy to the directive principles over fundamental rights. So a set of 10 fundamental duties, later on 11th has been added. They were enumerated in the Constitution. Similarly, the right to property was removed as a fundamental right and it was made only as a legal right. So certain amendments they have been keep on adding and make it constitution as a flexible as it is open to the changes. It is called rigid when it is resistant to changes. Means no change can be done immediately. There is a proper procedure to follow. So there are 3 procedures of amendment. Number 1, simple majority. Number 2, special majority. And number 3 is special majority along with ratification by half of state legislatures. So we will continue with this. That first is amendment by the parliament by a simple majority, and then amendment by the parliament by two-third majority, and then amendment by the special majority of parliament and rectification by more than 50% states of India. Under simple majority, certain provisions of the constitution can easily be changed by passing the amendment bill by simple majority, which means the bill should be approved by the majority of the members present and voting in both the houses of the parliament. Both the houses means Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. So under simple majority, any amendment bill can be passed by simple majority, and the bill should be approved by the majority of the members present and voting in both the houses of the parliament. Another is special majority. Under this, the amendment bill shall have to be approved by both the houses of the parliament. Number one, by absolute majority of total membership, means everyone should be present over there. And number two, two-third majority of members present and voting, means total members में से two-third majority should be present and voting. Most of the provisions of our constitution are amendment by this method, means this is the special majority. This under this method, most of the provisions of our constitution, they are amended by this method only. So another one comes special majority plus rectification by half of state legislatures under Article 368. In this, after the bill is passed by special majority in both the houses of parliament, means दोनों houses parliament के लोकसभा एंड राज्यसभा दोनों से जब बिल पास हो जाता है by special majority, then it may be approved by the legislatures of at least half of the total number of states. Means जितनी टोटल नंबर ऑफ स्टेट्स हैं उनसे अप्रूव होना चाहिए एटलीस्ट कितनी स्टेट गवर्नमेंट इस चीज़ को अप्रूव करेंगी, कितनी लेजिस्लेचर्स, एटलीस्ट हाफ ऑफ द टोटल नंबर ऑफ स्टेट्स. सो दिस वॉज द procedure of amendment of Indian Constitution. So at the end, now I'll recapitulate once again that Indian Constitution is known as a living document because of the following reasons. Indian Constitution can be changed according to the requirement and the needs of the present society and its future. It is not a constant and static document, rather it is fluid and it can be changed by the process of amendment. With this note, dear students, I am winding up the main crux of the chapter, and we will continue with the half part of the chapter in the next video. Till then, stay blessed, and I hope that everyone will watch the video properly and note down the important things which have been told side by side. Thank you and have a nice day. Stay blessed.